Hello, and today we're going to talk about Valentina, the Princess of Love, the water deck. As per normal, you get the playmat, the quick reference guide, and the reference manual. And as you can see in this deck, you get 4 of most of the cards, with a couple that you only get 2 of. And according to the blurb on the back of the card, you can basically bounce cards. So looks like this deck could be a little bit of fun at mucking around with your opponent's plans. So let's have a look at the cards. Okay, so as you can see, Valentina is a water-based ruler. Pay 2 to go to the judgment side, or you can pay 2 to put a water resonator with a total cost of 2 or less from your hand into the field. So that's quite a nice ability, because that means you can play it pretty much at any time. Let's see what she looks like on her J ruler side. Okay, so when you flip her, she's a 500/500, and when it comes into the field, put the top card of your Magic Stone deck into your Magic Stone area, so that's quite nice. And prevent all damage that would be dealt to this card during your turn, so that's good, it can only be damaged in the opponent's turn. This card gains plus 100/100 for each card in your hand, so it gets stronger if you've got a load of cards in your hand. And then once per game, for a cost of 4, gain control of a target resonator, so that's particularly sweet. I am liking her so far. Let's see what her deck does. Okay, Alice's Little Scout. Now this is a fun little 1-cost card, 200/200. When it gets into your graveyard, you get to draw a card. I like that. That's a nice, simple little card with some good utility. And I believe you get 4 of these. Let's have a look. Yes, you do, so that's good. Okay, Charm of the Princess, cost of 2 plus X. Gain control of target resonator with a cost of X or less. Now this would be really good if it was an instant. As it's a chant, I can see it being useful, whereas if it had been an instant, it would have been ridiculously good. So I like this. I believe you get 2 of these in the deck, so not a bad card. I would have preferred it to have been an instant. Okay, this card here, it's a 3-cost card. It's actually a Gorgon, so a Medusa. And when this card enters the field, rest target resonator. If it doesn't recover... Oh, and it doesn't recover. That's really nice. So you can lock down a card for a couple of turns. And by paying some water, you can get plus 200 to a Gorgon until the end of the turn. And that's once per turn. So that's pretty sweet. And it's a 600/500. So this is a really good card. Cost of 3, have to wait and see how difficult that makes it to play, but yeah, I'm liking this card so far. Yet another spell here with a cost of 2, and it's very simple, draw 2 cards. Again, would have much preferred it to have been an instant, but you know, not a bad card. Drawing cards in card games tends to be good. Now here we quite literally have a Medusa, another Gorgon card, cost of 3. Whenever this card blocks or is blocked by a resonator, put that resonator to the bottom of its deck. That's pretty good, I like that ability. And you can boost other Gorgons 200/200. And that's again once per turn. I'm liking this card a lot more than the other one. I'm not sure we get 4 of these. Let's have a quick look. Oh, that's nice. Yes, we do in fact get 4 of these. That's really good. Excellent. Okay, this next card here then. So this is an addition to your field, a simple 2-cost. When this card enters the field, draw a card. Water resonators, plus 100/100. And as long as you have 5 or more cards in your hands, any resonator you control gets an additional plus 100/100. Nice little card. How many of these do we get? Oh, looks like 4 of these as well. So really good deck so far. I'm liking this blue deck. Okay, another 2 casting cost card. It's a human. When this enters the field, draw a card. That's pretty good, particularly for your J ruler. And it's a 400/400. Nice, simple little card. Obviously, if it had been a Gorgon, would have been ridiculously good. But as a human for 2 with that ability, yeah, it's a pretty decent card. Okay, so we've got 4 of this 0-cost regalia. And whenever your J ruler deals battle damage to your opponent, draw a card. So that's pretty good. And you can rest this card, and a J resonator your opponent controls gains this turn. This card must block if able. And of course, you can also do horrible things to it, because with Valentina, you can basically attack with her, force a block, draw a card, and then recover your own Resonator, so that's pretty good. Discard a card named Glepner to draw a card, so yeah, really good, and you get 4 of this rare, so that's making this deck really, really good compared to that last one, which, you know, as I say, probably can be made into a good deck, but this one seems pretty good straight out the box. Now this is a pretty simple spell, casting cost of 1, and basically send an addition, Resonator or Regalia back to the owner's hand. So not bad, again as an instant, really good, but as it's just a regular chant. Strong card, but not ridiculously overpowered. I can see this being a good little surprise card to have in your hand. Okay, I think this is the last card we've got 4 of. Casting cost of 2, and it's a soldier, and if you've got magic stones, it gets stronger, so that's pretty good. And as this comes with 10 water stones, you could potentially boost this to ridiculously high power levels, and it's a little simple 300 card apart from that. So yeah, I quite like this card, seems pretty decent. Now this is the first chant instant in the deck, casting cost of 1, and you can either give -800 on the attack or +800 on the defense until the end of the turn. So nice simple little card, I like it. It's a shame the other spells in this deck aren't instants, but maybe they'd be a bit too strong if they were. So yeah, nice card, and the Waterstones are really quite nice. I like these, the artwork on it's great. So yeah, there you go, that was the Waterstone, well, that is the Waterstone, but this is the water deck for Valentina. I'm liking this deck straight out the box. I think she's going to be a fun deck to play. How strong she is in regular tournaments, yeah, maybe not so strong, but in kind of starter deck format, she, along with Arla, is going to be pretty annoying to face. Now, I think Rezard and Machina, once tweaked, will be better than both of these, although I am reading Arla's a pretty decent ruler / J ruler in and of themselves. So it's going to be very interesting to see what the next deck looks like.